Hello, my dear goddesses. You ready to step into your goddess self and awaken the goddess within? I want to kind of quickly review, and I hope that if anything that you've kept the journal going, and it's the same journal that you're writing in. I really hope you're using the same one and you don't have pieces of paper all over the place as you're taking notes, because what's so much fun is going back over journals and seeing things that don't bother you anymore, things that you've buried and let go. And as I'm doing this final call, there's a new moon in December, and it's so nice and so yummy to just kind of ride off of that energy as we wrap up this beautiful course on how to step into your goddess self and truly be you, authentically, no mask. But at the end of the day, we all could easily be anything we want to. We just need to give ourselves permission to do it. And why do I use that term? Because it really is that simple. If you think back as a child, we were told no over and over and over again, consistently. No, you can't, no jumping on the furniture, no running, stop running, no eating dessert before dinner. No, you can't go to your friend's house. No, you can't stay up late. No, you can't watch this movie. So we've heard that no, no, no all of our lives. And when someone asks you to do something, what is the first thing that goes through your mind? And even I trip myself up from time to time and go, just do it, Carrie. Stop it. Just do it. If someone wants me to go out on a weeknight and then possibly stay out late at an event, and I know I have to get up early the next day, but there's a part of me that's like, oh no, it's a school night. That's irresponsible. I'm not going to do that. And then there's a part of me that's like, well, why not? You only live once. You're really going to hate that you missed out on that. You should do it. Say yes. And if it feels like a hell yes, you should always say yes. If it feels like a hell no, you should always say no. It's that simple. It's got to feel light and fun. But you've got to give yourself permission. And it's true. Most of the time, we do not. We do not. We say, no, I really shouldn't. Or that's going to be too much money. I really shouldn't be frivolous and spend that much money. That's just irresponsible. Even though it's going to get me what I want at the end of the day, and it fits in my 5-year goal plan, I'm going to say no. Because it just feels like it's probably irresponsible. Give yourself permission. Give yourself permission. If I didn't do that years ago, I wouldn't have my own business. Nothing about jumping in and hiring my first online mentor was rational. Nothing about it. I was a single mom working in a corporate world. Still am a single mom, by the way. Working in the corporate world, not knowing how I was going to afford it. The money always shows up when you set the intention of what you want. The universe has your back. It does. It totally does. But you'll never know it if you don't trust it and actually take the step, okay? Playing small and hidden is never going to test the universe to see if what I just told you is correct. You've got to figure that out on your own. It's your journey. It's your journey. So you've got to give yourself just permission. Go ahead and be you. Just do it. What have you got to lose? If anything, you'll feel alive again, exhilarated, super fun. I've done so many fun, crazy things that some people used to think I have a death wish, and that's coming up in my next book, Permission to be Fearless and Free. And it truly is a guide for goddesses, and so they can feel bulletproof, literally bulletproof. They can jump into the world and not have fears. That's the next book and next program. And I kind of share about silly stuff I've done to overcome fear. But I just want you to give you permission. Just give yourself permission. Just give yourself permission. Okay? So let's kind of review. Week 1 and 2, we talked about who we are underneath the skin. How are we wired? What did you learn about yourself? And kind of write that down again. Reflect on that. I learned that I'd like to talk a lot, and I was always told to shut up and sit down, if that's your story like mine. Or I was told that I have OCD and I'm too detail-oriented and I like things a certain way, and that something's wrong with me. Write that down. Because really, you're just really good at details, and they just wish they were that good. Or you're really good at expressing yourself and communication, and sometimes that causes jealousy in others because they don't have that gift and ability that you do. Or maybe you were told you were bossy as a little girl. No, you're a leader. My mom put in a beautiful letter once in the 8th grade that my teacher at the time wanted to write like a little bio. We did a little booklet on ourselves, what we want to be when we grow up. We created a collage, similar to a vision board, but more of a collage of the things we wanted to do. And in that, and I still have it, it's so sweet, my mom wrote a nice little biography about me. And she said, Carrie's very influential. She's a leader in the neighborhood and the little neighborhood kids follow her around. It's not exactly that worded, but the key word is she said influential, which I am. I'm a high I. So she used that back then. You know, we're talking about mid-'80s here, we're in 8th grade, where I probably was viewed as bossy. I was that one girl that's like, nope, you can't do that. You got to go here. We're going this way. We're going to build a fort today. We're going to do this and this, and then we're going to ride our bikes. I was that little leader, and I was a hair older than 3 or 4 of the friends in the neighborhood. So I naturally took it as, I'm going to step into this. And this is boys too. I was leading the boys around, guys. This wasn't just girls. Most of it were boys. I grew up with mostly boys, but I was a leader, ringleader. So look at how beautiful you get to be. Even as a little girl, you're already stepping into a role that God designed you to create and be. You're already stepping into this category where your skill set is needed on this planet. Your skill set is needed on this planet. And if you don't see it yet, please schedule an insight call or discovery session with me. Or if you've upgraded to the VIP package, you've already bought that. Just get on the calendar with me already. Don't hold it off. Let's get this awakened inside of you. Let's bring it to the light, uncover it so we can look at how you get to shine in your authenticity. Okay, let's give you the confidence and the skill set. Sometimes we need that cheerleader on the outside to point out, hey, this is what's going on. I always use this term, and I use it in the book too. You can't see yourself in the picture if you're in the frame. You can't see yourself in the picture if you're in the frame. You need someone else with outside eyes and outside perspective to see you. So going forward, that's just a beautiful space to play in. Okay, so where inside, what did taking that DISC assessment, where did it kind of highlight something that you didn't notice before? And now you see it in black and white. It kind of makes it more real, right? I'll never forget my first time taking it and sitting down with my CEO at the time, and she explained it. And she started to tell me all my characteristics and traits, and 90% of them were on point. I felt like somebody was reading my palm or my fortune. I'm like, this is creepy. How does she know so much about me? She's certified in DISC also. And that's how some people feel when they sit down with me and they take that assessment. They really learn and discover who they are. And it's a one-off session. Sometimes people purchase because they just want to go within and figure out their own genius. And some do it with me when they work with me privately as a private client. That's where we start. That's step 1 with us. So we cater their business around their gifts and strengths. So what highlighted that? Let's do some review here before we go forward. And then in week 3, we talked about what do you want to be when you grow up, what stopped you, limiting beliefs, things of that nature, where should we heal? So we kind of went into week 3 and 4. What parts do we love about ourselves? What parts need to be recognized, highlighted, and magnified that we love about ourselves? Because those are your strengths. Focusing on your strengths makes the weaknesses go away. We were raised to focus on weakness, which is so silly. Why would I focus on what I'm not? It'd be like beating yourself up every day for not being a man when you're a woman. Why would I do that? But we do. We were raised this way. I have my daughter's report card consistently. She's always having a lower grade in math. It's just who she is. We've kind of accepted it. We don't highlight it. We don't talk about it. We don't beat her over the head with it. She's an A and B student in all the other courses. But this one grade in math is at least a C consistently. I don't focus on that. I focus on the other grades. I focus on her strengths. When you focus on a person's strengths, it gives them permission to shine. It gives them permission to go be brighter and to show that to the world instead of beating yourself up for what you're not. I would never take a client of mine that hates public speaking and hates speaking in general and throw them on the stage unless they truly wanted to be there, unless they wanted to grow that part of themselves or become an expert in that field. Don't force anyone, including yourself or your children or anyone around you, to be something they're not. Focus on the strengths. Always focus on the strengths. Focus on the highlights of your body, your self-image. Focus on the areas you love about yourself, and just keep growing in that positive direction. And you will notice more and more that you have more confidence to just be you. You own it now. You own it. When I would do team development courses or work with in the corporate world with those that were just learning the DISC assessment, and we'd put the D's in one corner, the I's in another corner, S's and the C's. We all kind of create a quadrant. And you understand each other so much better. They would work as a team better because they could see, okay, you're like me, you think somewhat like me, but yet you're a little bit different because your second strength is something else other than mine. And we would show them how they're needed, how the world can't go around without each other. We need all those quadrants to work together synergistically to create a beautiful energy and flow of a progressive planet, a progressive, conscious, and aware planet moving forward. So much fun to just understand that, own it, and just be it. Be it. That's why it's called permission to be me. And that's why be is in all caps, because that's who you are as a being. You get to be something. You get to be you. And I don't want you to be anybody else. I don't want you to be a copycat. I don't want you to be inauthentic and try to be a clone of someone else. Those people were already made. Those people already have their platforms. If you're looking at going into business, don't be Oprah. Don't be Jenny McCarthy. Don't be Marie Forleo. Don't be Allie Brown. If you do a business similar to me, be you. Choose the part you love. You can look at them for inspiration and maybe get some ideas, but don't copy them. There's already an Allie Brown. Why would I want to be another Allie Brown? Well, I want to be Carrie. I want to be Carrie. She fought so hard to have that name and not be called the girls or Barbie in high school, like I mentioned in previous weeks' calls. I want to be me. I want to own that name. I worked hard for that. I want you to take pride in it too. What parts do you get to awaken within you? So as we kind of work and wrap this up, I want you to journal out what you learned the most. What were the highlights? What were the aha moments? Some of us call them BFOs, not to be confused with a UFO. BFOs are blinding flash of the obvious. And again, on the outside, I get those all the time, blinding flashes of the obvious too with my clients, because they don't see it. They're in the bubble. They don't see it from the outside looking in. It's crystal clear to me exactly where they need to go. Exactly where they need to go, which is why I highly suggest getting on my calendar for those discovery sessions. Key thing is ask around you, look around you. If you're stumbling in any part of any of these weeks, which is so much fun because you can go back and re-listen to them over and over again as much as you need to. Remind yourself. I love these self-study courses because you can do them all at once, you can space it out, you can get back to it and fill your soul again with some me time, some very necessary me time. And kind of see where you need to expand and grow and give yourself permission to be you. You know, sometimes we have to let go of some things that are holding us back. So what's an anchor in your life? What right now is anchoring you down? Is it the stories? And these are just stories because beliefs are stories that we just keep thinking over and over again to be truth. Is it, I'll wait till I lose 20 pounds and then I'll get out there or feel more confident? Or if that were my case, I'd be all over the place because I've gone up and down all over the ladder since I started my business back in 2005. Good Lord. Loss, gain, and hoping to lose again. You know, it just is what it is. Maybe it's, I'll wait till my kids are off to college and then I will explore my business or my own voice. What if you never get that opportunity? What if the next roadblock comes in, their excuse that you use? Maybe you're a single mom like me and you think, just not possible. I want to show you it's possible. If I can do it, you can do it. I run my own business. I'm a hands-on mom. I get to do what I love, and I get to do it with a freedom, flexible lifestyle. I love the laptop lifestyle, be able to travel, do whatever I want, work with the hours I want to work. So much fun. It doesn't have to be hard, even though it is a challenge. It doesn't have to be hard. Okay, it's possible. It's possible. Whatever you want is possible. Only you are going to put those excuses in the path. What other excuses are you telling yourself? Well, I don't want to outshine my husband, Carrie. I've heard that before. I don't want to outgrow my husband. I'm afraid it'll sabotage our marriage. Are you here to live for your husband, or are you here to honor your soul? And I'm not pro-divorce. Trust me, I'm pro-happy. But be honest with yourself. This is how I visualize life, and it's just my perspective, and it's taken me a long, treacherous road to get here. I was very codependent. I was with one man for 19 years of my life. I was very codependent coming out of that divorce 10 years ago, back in 2007. I have been happily super single for a long time, which is another book, Permission to be Single, and program. But just a snippet of that. I truly believe we came to this planet to understand the number one most important relationship that there is, and that's the one you have with yourself. You and God, you and Source, and yourself. That's it. All that matters is you and that God energy and understanding who you are. Everything else around you is the sprinkles on top, the frosting, the cherry on top. If you get to have a partner for a short time in the journey, awesome. Thank you, partner. Thank you, lover, whoever you are. Thank you for joining me on the path. Thank you for being a part of the journey. Thank you for enhancing my life for a little while there, or maybe taking away some happiness at times. I'm always looking for enhancements in life. I'm very happy who I am with where I'm at in my life. I'm very, very happy, very much at peace and contentment with who I am. Very, very confident in my own skin. And if another person comes in and tries to pull me backwards, I let them go. I've worked too hard to get to where I am today. I'm looking for people to enhance my path, not make it hard or challenging. So I truly believe that's the most important way in this journey of life. Your children, your friendships, your relationships, your jobs, your careers, your choices all around you get to be frosting on top, get to be sprinkles to your life. Like their number one job is to understand who you are, build the most beautiful relationship with yourself, love yourself more than anyone on this planet could ever love you. Love yourself so fiercely that you show the rest of the planet how to do it. And understand Source, God, and how you can create your own path, your own future through the laws of attraction, which is another course. But truly understanding who you are and how powerful you get to become is number one. Everything else is sprinkles on top, guys. If you can master that, you can master anything in life. You can master that. You are strong enough on your own 2 feet. The rest is just frosting. You have mastered life. And you will be so happy because you'll easily let people go in and out of your life without any attachment. You won't have that feeling of rejection or why did you leave me? I can't believe they left me. Or why are you back in my life again? You'll just understand that they're supposed to weave in and out of your life. These beautiful souls that get to come in and play with you for a short time and then move out again and come back. I have so many exes that like to come back in my life all the time. I used to question it. And now it's just, oh, that's just a part of our journey or interweaving, catching up. It's okay. It's all good. Let them go. Let them live. But that's what the joy of really, truly bringing out your goddess is that relationship with yourself. That's number one. And that's why I wanted you to go inward with this course to really understand who that goddess is that you've had hidden beneath the surface for so long. I want you to give her permission to come out and play. I want you to give her permission to come out and play. Seriously, in all honesty. Because the world needs more of you. Not just a piece of you. We want to see all of you. Because every time someone shines their light, you give other people permission to shine theirs. No different than what I said last week with Jenny McCarthy being goofy and silly on her MTV show. She showed me that I get to be that way. When Kelly Ripa is goofy and silly on her talk show, I get to be Carrie. I get to do that. That's okay. I love this. It's so much fun. I get to be that too. And it's super exciting. So the more we show the planet that we have permission to be us, the more the next generation is going to feel empowered to do the same, and the next, and the next, and the next. See the ripple effect we're creating, guys? See that ripple effect, goddesses? Gosh, it's so yummy. Can you taste it? Your daughters are watching you, your nieces, your friends' children. The next generation's watching you. And when you can step into it and say, this is who I am, freckles and all, this is who I am. This is who I am. I get to be this person. I get to be her. If I can go from pastor's kid, Sunday school teacher, divorced, to moving to Sin City, 2,000 miles away, dropping everything I know and love, starting over to find myself because I snapped, because I was too busy living for everyone else, and literally posing lingerie in the desert and doing photo shoots, which I've got some beautiful shots in my bathroom framed from one of my photographers that decided to give them to me as a gift, to remind myself I'm a goddess. I get to be beautiful. I get to love all of my parts. Even when I was ashamed for so many years of how I looked and I wanted to wear baggy shirts, I get to be sexy and beautiful. And that's another, another book, Permission to Be Sexy, another program. But I want you to awaken that goddess within, because I've got a journey for you that you're going to love. The next 6 courses, the next 6 books are going to be fun, because I really want, this is step 1. This is where we transfer you from a woman to a goddess. And then from there on out, we get to ride together, where I teach you everything that a goddess gets to do. 6 more goddess guides coming up, guys, and programs to match. So exciting, so much fun, because I cannot wait to get them all launched and in your little laptops or iPads, or however you're watching this or listening to this, your iPhones, your smartphones. However it works, I got to get into your soul, I got to get into your heart, I got to get into your body, your DNA, and teach you and educate you and remind you why you're here, why you came to this planet, who you came to become. Why are you here? Okay? I have adored you through this process. I've loved you from afar. I've touched your energy. I've held your light. I thank you for your time. I thank you for going through all 6 courses to get to the bottom of who you really are. And I want you now to just turn that switch on and be you. Be you. Message me in the private group, the Permission to Be Me Tribe. Message me privately if you want to. Email me, because you're getting these all through email, all of these courses. If you haven't upgraded to that private course where you can actually get a private session or 2 with me, if you didn't upgrade to the VIP package, please get on my calendar and upgrade for that. If that's something you want to do, we can take a deep dive. You can explain how you got through what you did and what you discovered. And then I want you to kind of let me be on the outside, channeling energy and understanding and reading you, because I am an intuitive. I can read your energy and I can feel things. I'm a channel for light and source. I can give you downloaded messages that come through for you. It's just what I do. And if you need any healing, emotional healing, Carrie, I'm too scared to step forward. I was abused in my past. I'm afraid I'll get abused again. I'm too ashamed to come forward. I've got so much shame around me. I'm afraid to step forward and use my voice. Please connect with me. I have a course program called Breakdown to Breakthrough that will heal every wound inside of you. It's how I've healed myself. It's how I've gone from hot mess to a hot lady boss, okay? Hot mess to hot lady boss. I think I'm going to post about that or turn that into a blog. I truly have created myself into a woman that is in control of her emotions, to the point where I choose my feelings, not they choose me. And I spin out of control. I can help you. Please let me help you. I have healing techniques I will teach you so you can be empowered for the rest of your life to be in control of your own emotions and feelings. No one should ever feel like a prisoner trapped in those shameful feelings. I hope this was helpful. Please circle back. Give me your feedback in the group, wherever. I adore you. I want everybody to step forward with confidence into whatever it is that life wants to give you. Wherever you can be a leader, wherever you can step forward and just be you. It could be just letting go of a relationship that no longer serves you. It could be just sticking up for yourself in the corporate world and sticking up to your boss, with confidence and knowing that I got this. I can't let anyone run me over anymore. I'm not a rug carry. I'm not a platform for people just to step on and step over. I'm a person with a voice, and I have permission to be me. You have permission to be you. Okay? I adore you. I love you. Go be that beautiful, gorgeous goddess, and I cannot wait to see you transform.